Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, this picturesque setting, home to the Hokies, a team that prides itself on bringing the lunch pail to work every single week. We have a mid-season matchup of two teams that have earned a top 25 ranking, so a good test for both teams with playoff implications on the line. As we'll see the number 16 team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Return man decides to signal fair catch. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Running back grabs it on the screen. They bring him down. Blocker's not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
So a nice completion here for him in his first completion of the game. And I love the fact that he gets hit, be able to settle in now and just worry about executing.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 43.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Or it snaps to the back. Will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The Hokies bring their punt team onto the field. And the return brought down by the coverage team. To the right right side. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Now it's second down here. Keeping it on the ground here. Running with purpose. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Empty set now, 5 wide. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Trying to extend the play. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incompletion makes it second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Caught quickly. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Red Raiders pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. First down, looking to throw the ball. Snags a quick throw. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Red Raiders lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it again. Defense is coming after him. He's going to take off. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And in first down, they go right back to him. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What makes an offense going on 3rd down? And I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain in that play.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. They'll run it from the gun. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. to convert here on 4th down. As a design quarterback keeper. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it shows.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by a defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Looking to pass this time. The pocket breaking down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Job in the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. And he'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down in the goal line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line, they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Texas Tech, 7. Virginia Tech, 0.
So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Now here's the toss play. Look for a 1st down at the 37.
How about this run here by this Virginia Tech running back to be able to pick up this 1st down? And, man, they've had a lot of speed over the years in that backfield at Lane Stadium. Kevin Jones, David Wilson, Lee Suggs. Now we're seeing this young man today being able to run the football very similar fashion.
And 1st down, right back to the running game.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I'd be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Texas Tech, 7. Virginia Tech, 0.
So here we go, 1st play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Back in motion now. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire 1st half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it to the right side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, they can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Put on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Can he take it all the way? Past the 50. Now the 40.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looks pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Close to the tight end. He makes the grab. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Red Raiders will line up now. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Tech. So the offense clicking now, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Virginia Tech, 0.
Return begins inside the 10. And he's stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. Tackled at the 32. It's enough for a 1st down.
What a great throw here by the quarterback from Virginia Tech to be able to pick up the 1st down. He was able to make the right read. Nice route by the receiver. Puts the ball right on the money, and they're able to move the sticks.
Black 24. Black 24. Check 10. Score these guys, man. 10. Ready.
There's the handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Hokies.
What a long run for a touchdown. Oh, if his defense was caught sleeping or blocking a run, I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And now they'll set up for the point after. With the extra point, they're down 18-7 now. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away.
Virginia Tech, 7.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive.
Take over 1st and 10.
And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing to make adjustments. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down play coming up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, and another incompletion.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble.
Catches a break here. Always good to have friends looking out for you on the job. That was almost a major momentum shift, if not for the returner's teammate coming in to recover that fumble.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Makes a quick catch. Finds room at the 30. Oh, nothing but green grass ahead. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
They've been stopped on third down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Looking for 6. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's at the 50. Inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Virginia Tech, 7.
They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. The return is blocked now. But to start the next drive.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over first and 10.
coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Backs lined up on either side of the quarterback. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Longer.
They look to throw it here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And he throws his third interception of the day. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
They convert to PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Virginia Tech, 7.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return.
And your Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Good execution. Gets a block and gets the first down.
Well, it's got to start somewhere. And there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half. Trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
A lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball with a gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
The extra point was good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they can kick off amongst the defense and get a quick stop. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. Solid coverage here. They get it up to 15. That's when the offense will take over.
Texas Tech offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Looking to scramble. He's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Risky call here. Close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
take to try to pick up this first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The defense takes their third and final timeout of the half to talk strategy.
Well, the backside rules for defense against the run are to check for the cutback, the counter, or reverse. That time they stayed home and were in perfect position and were able to stop that reverse in its track.
The Red Raiders will send their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. This one will be fair caught. And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime. They cut into this now 2-possession lead. It's a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
And he fires the football to the right side. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Inside the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kurt.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors for the halftime update. The Hokies will kick this away to start the second half. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they start the drive.
And the Texas Tech offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. First play of the second half, we keep it on the ground. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking for his back. And the receiver wide open. Catches it in stride. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. It's a quarterback keeper. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's just exactly how you coach it from a defensive standpoint. You string the quarterback out to the outside, make him indecisive. By the time he makes a decision, the rest of the defense is coming in. Nice tackle for a loss.
Dropping back. It's Howard. And it's caught. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackled immediately but it's a big chunk play. Gain to the 35-yard line.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
That's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Here's the second down play. Looking to throw again. He's running out of time here. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
He missed it. After the miss, it's still a 21-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They've got to recover from that right now.
Running back to the home area. Picks up 1. Second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Get set, get set.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Tries to get it to the running back. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. On first down, it's play action. And here comes a deep shot. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
It's second down.
On the double.
And there's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
After missing a field goal on their last drive, they got to produce something here on third down to even get into field goal range.
Razor, razor.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. The pass rush closing in. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
And the Red Raiders come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. It's an option look. Off target with the throw, incomplete.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. The motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away.
42. Virginia Tech, 14.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's a good coverage there.
Virginia Tech Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
Offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Back to pass. It's Sampson. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
And these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He finds the running back in the flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
And the jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Second down.
So after the incompletion, it's second down.
Gorilla. Easy. Tuna,
Quarterback
tuna.
making some changes at the line.
Acorn.
Looking to throw. It's Sampson. Throws to the tight end. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. First down here for this offense. Quick pass. The catch is made. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this third quarter?
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Texas Tech 42, Virginia Tech 14.
On the
So here we go. An exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Direct snap to the back. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. The Hokies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Another handoff to him on second and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Okay,
An
ready?
important third down and goal now.
Set.
Here's the option play. Tackled there by the defense.
It's the rundown.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on third and goal. It brings us to fourth and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
On the
Remember, a
set.
field goal here doesn't do much. So on fourth and goal, they're going for the touchdown.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing that you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the fourth quarter. You can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
Extra point splits the uprights. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
42, Virginia Tech 21.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Texas Tech offense will take over. First and 10.
And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. They're going to run it. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Second down coming up.
Ready?
They got some ground to make up, second and long from the 15.
Clear. Jackrabbit.
Motion by the back, defense better adjust. Dump off caught by the running back. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense moved over that one. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And the hitter adjusts as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down the ball, you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid right down for a touchdown. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Runner with an impressive spin move there. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. He's slot the ball now at the 35.
Man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, what the heck was that all about? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain on the carry.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Sampson. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
A great job here of finding him again. It's his second touchdown reception in his football game.
See if they can convert the point after. And there's the point after. Now they get set to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Well, this is where you really rely on your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead. You got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back, make sure he protects the football, and you got a great chance at a victory.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. And it's intercepted. The last thing they could afford. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
And his defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
The Hokies come to the line with first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Second down and goal. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Dropping back, it's Sampson. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. They take the hole on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Touchdown, Hokies. A strong fight back. For the extra point. PAT is good. He's still trailing. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Receiver in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Got the first down, now looking for more. Breaks into the clear, it's a sprint. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
35.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they start at the 25. Offense is back out on the field. To throw, it's Sampson. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen, short of the first down line. He'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Took contact on the throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. third down. Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
And they'll take over.
Boy, the
First
offense
and
just
10.
could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll run the option. They'll toss it to the back.
The receiver, Aaron Cole. No gain on the play. Third down coming.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Touchdown, Texas Tech. This passing game is on fire today.
Texas Tech.
That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not
Number
working.
17.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play. That really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Back to throw. It's Sampson. And it's incomplete. In and out of the hands of the running back. That's going to bring up third down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood the scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Okay, ready?
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2.
3:25.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Now they're going to hustle to the line and get set. First down. Looking to throw the football. Contact as he let the ball go. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for the wideout. Catch is made. Room to run here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning. Gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game. But they're doing the right things. Managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Scanning the field. It's Sampson. Bringing pressure. On the junior. Gets home, making a sack there. And the Hokies come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Brings up second down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Makes a quick grab. They can't stop him. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. A really entertaining one. It was 1-1 to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit